streaming forever, but so I'm gonna tell a story to you guys that just happened right now when I was hanging out with my friends. Let me join the public here, but so this just happened not that long ago. So I was hanging out with my friends, and these two dudes were just bothering me and my friends. So these two dudes were just bothering me and my friends, and then this dude has the nerve to come up and just spit on me. So he spits on me, and I chase him. I chased him into an alley, but then he said, don't attack me or I'm gonna call my brother. And I didn't even know who his brother was. So I'm like, man, we're wasting my time. I'm not gonna do this. So he didn't end up calling his brother. I was walking home, and the other kid's brother, this kid had like 5 brothers, I think, or 3, or 2, I don't know. This other kid calls the dude's brother, and he was saying that I wanted to fight him, and me and my friends are like, no, I did not say that. And his brother's just like, alright, on the way. And then I met his brother, and his brother's like a mountain, is what I can describe him, a mountain. And we get into an argument, and I tell the dude,
You bear the mark.
just tell.
You are cursed. You must
Just-
be glad upon stone.
I'm like,
I can hear you.
so I just tell him, dude,
You're the one I
just
saw?
tell your brother to leave me and my friends alone, and we won't have no problems. And the dude just starts yelling at me to shut up, and so yeah, he starts yelling at me to shut up. How do I lower this so you guys can hear me? So this dude just, how do I? There, that's better. So the dude, he's like yelling at me to shut up, and I told him, dude, like just leave us alone and we won't have any problems. And he's just like, shut up, fight your own fights. And I'm just looking at the dude, I'm looking at the brother, and I'm thinking to myself, dude, your brother literally just called you to fight his fight, but you're telling me to fight my own fight. And I'm thinking to myself, this is bullshit. And he just starts like, I wouldn't call it swinging.
I can hear
It
you.
was more like,
You're the one I saw in my dream.
it was more like swinging his hands, not in like a punching motion, but like waving his hands in the air, like, oh shit, that's some lag. Oh no. Alright. So he was just waving his hands in the air at me, and he didn't end up hitting me, but it made my arm a little sore trying to block his punch. And so yeah. So that happened, and there's another part to the story. So after we left, he left, and then the one's brother who I was chasing after he spit at me, he left us alone because he didn't want any trouble. No, the main part of the story is this other 10-year-old dude that was just being annoying and bothering us. Now, if you guys are still watching, this gets important. So, he keeps following us on his bike, and we're like, dude, just leave us alone. We don't want you. You're gonna annoy us, and then we're gonna say something, and you're gonna call your older brother to fight your fight. And he's like, nah, I could go wherever I want. I'm like, and me and my friend are like, leave us alone. And this other dude we were hanging out with, he's like, for real though, just leave us alone. And so we walked to my friend's house. He's still on his bike following us. And he was on his bike following us. And he actually came inside like my friend's property, like in the driveway. And he ends up just staying in like the driveway with us, even though he was in the driveway, and he just like stayed there, and we were like, dude, can you leave? You're not welcome in the house. And he was like, no, I could go wherever I want. I don't know. But this was just weird. So then my friend's like, dude, get out, and he just tells us like, dude, I'm gonna wet him if he doesn't leave. And I'm thinking I'm gonna give him a warning so he doesn't have to get wet. I'm like, dude, if I were you, I would leave. And he's like, no, I could go wherever I want. And so my friend wets him, and then the kid gets wet, and then he decides to break one of my friend's brother's room's glass. He decides to break the glass that my friend's brother has. And he breaks the glass pretty, like, badly. Like, they actually have to get a replacement glass. He just, like, punched the glass, and then my friend got pissed off and then jumped him. Like, it was only him, and my friend is not strong at all. But he just jumped this kid. And so he jumps this kid, and this kid ends up getting a black eye. And my friend wasn't just gonna like throw him on the floor and just leave him like that. No, he was mad. Like, my friend was like he was like he threw him and then started just punching him and kicking him, and then the kid tried to fight back. And oh, that's cool. So he just started kicking and punching my friend, and so yeah, he started kicking him. No, not my friend. My friend started kicking and punching this kid, and then his mom ends up. She heard the glass breaking, and she comes outside to see like what's going on, and then she sees my friend beating up this kid, and she's like, Oscar. That's the name of my friend. I'm not gonna say his last name for privacy reasons, but she's like, Oscar, like, to tell him to stop hitting him, because they used to hang out a lot for some reason. I don't know. But they used to hang out, and she was like, Oscar, stop that. And Oscar ends up stopping because the mom breaks up the fight. But then... Oh, sorry. She stops the fight, and then the kid goes on his bike to go and tell his brother on us, even though he started it because he broke the glass. But now I kind of feel bad because he was 10 years old, but still, you shouldn't be breaking other people's glasses, right? Are you still even watching? Yeah, you're still watching. Alright, cool. So he breaks the glass. My friend beats him up. He goes home, and then his mom is like, Oscar, ¿qué pasó? And my friend Oscar is like, he's like, que este pendejo quebró el vidrio. He called him, he cursed, he said he was an idiot, pretty much. So, yeah, and then his mom's like, this dude, like, he better pay for that glass, because his mom doesn't live in her house. It's his tia's house that they live in. And they can't really afford to buy new glass, so she's like, that the kid better pay for the glass. And he's like, yeah, of course he's gonna pay, but it's just like that they needed to talk to him. So that happens, and my friend, his mom, and me and my friend and his mom go to their neighborhood to go and like you know, talk to them to make sure they pay for the glass, cause oh Jesus, no, I'm dead. So we go to talk to his neighbor, to the mom, for them to pay for the glass. And so originally the kid had just told his brother on us, and I'm almost out of ammo. And mosquitoes are here. Alright, that's cool. So originally we were just... So what the kid had done was he told his older brother, the one I told you about earlier, He had told his older brother that we were the ones who just jumped him for no reason. He had just told us, he told his older brother that we just jumped him for no reason. And my friends and I are just looking like, what is this kid thinking? So, yeah. My friend beat up a kid. And so we went to go talk to their mom about, like, the glass. And meanwhile, the older brother was there. Are you serious? So the older brother was there, and when he saw my friend's mom, they ran the other direction for some reason. They said, "Oh shit," and then ran. Him and his cousin. What on the first encounter, the older cousin, or the cousin, I guess, was just there, not saying anything like me. I wasn't saying anything because I didn't do anything. But he was like yelling, and this is where it gets crazy. So he was yelling about like us being pussies and that we were beating up a 10-year-old, and I'm saying he broke glass, and then he's like, doesn't matter, you shouldn't beat up a 10-year-old. I'm like, yeah, but he broke our glass. And I said our glass even though I don't live there, but he was still yelling, and then his dad had to hold him back, and then he ended up calming down. So, and then the kid that my friend beat up came outside with a bat, and he said, "Oscar, you really want to fight?" And then he had a black eye. He had a ton of bruises on him, but he came out with a bat. So yeah, yeah. He came out with a bat trying to fight my friend. And then his dad held him back, and the whole family came outside to fight with my friend's mom about who was playing the glass. So, and then they ended up coming to an agreement that they'd pay for the mom's glass. Who commented? All right, BRB. All right, shout out to you, viewer.
Be right back.
Okay. So I'll just wait for them. I can remember where I was at. I'm almost at the end of the story. So.
You bear the mark. You are cursed. You must be your hand.
What's up, bro? So, I started a live stream telling this crazy story about what just happened today with my friend. It's insane. But I'm gonna end the stream pretty soon, so I'll tell you then, yeah?
At least I know it's his story.
Hey, bro, can you hear me?
This object is something.
Alright, I'll tell you when I end my stream, yeah? Is the guy back? No. Actually, no, I'll just finish the stream and then he can just rewind the video, right? So, as I was saying, so the kid came out with a baseball bat trying to fight my friend, and then his dad ended up holding back. The parents came to an agreement that they'll pay for the glass, and then
This can't be happening.
so they came to an agreement that the mom would pay for the glass, but my friend's parents still ended up calling the cops. So yeah, when I was leaving, the cops had arrived. So yeah, that's the end of the story. That's how my friend beat up some kid after breaking some glass. Alright, so I'm gonna end the stream now. Hurry up and end.